KuCoin is one of the largest exchanges in existence for cryptocurrency right now. Obviously, Binance being number one. It falls a little bit below, I believe, like Coinbase and Crypto.com. Maybe not Crypto.com. And it falls below MEXC. But they're in a little bit of trouble. They did admit to operating without a proper money transmission license in the U.S., resulting in a landmark legal agreement. The company has agreed to pay nearly $300 million in fines and forfeitures. Additionally, 2 of its co-founders have entered into deferred prosecution agreements with the U.S. Department of Justice, marking a significant case in cryptocurrency regulation compliance. Here is the actual article surrounding it. This is coming from justice.gov. Says the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York announced that Penkin Global Limited, since at least September of 2019, has operated KuCoin, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, pled guilty today to 1 count of operating an unlicensed money transmitting business. Remember when KuCoin basically kicked everyone out from the U.S.? Well, this is why, right? KuCoin flouted U.S. anti-money laundering laws by failing to implement effective anti-money laundering AML and Know Your Customer programs designed to prevent KuCoin from being used for money laundering and terrorist financing, failing to report suspicious transactions, and failing to register with the U.S. Department of Treasury Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN. In connection with today's guilty plea, Penkin agreed to pay monetary penalties totaling more than $297 million US, and further agreed that KuCoin will exit the U.S. market for at least the next 2 years, and that 2 of KuCoin's founders, Chun Gan, aka Michael, and Qi Tang, aka Eric, who were indicted along with Penkin in March of 2024, will no longer have any role in KuCoin's management or operations. I think if the Trump administration wanted to throw, cryptocurrency as a whole a bone, he would throw this case out and reverse these decisions. Now, a lot of people might say, well, they were breaking the rules, blah, blah, blah. Everybody in crypto has been breaking the rules for the past 4 years under the Biden administration. Whether you like to admit it or not, they made the regulatory framework so difficult to be compliant with, and they completely suppressed cryptocurrency and your ability to operate within the United States beyond reasonable terms. And seeing that protections for, basically privacy and know your customer, being able to be non-KYC, all these sorts of things have been, basically announced as in being able to hold your own currency and not have to give your personal information to utilize cryptocurrency to the government. All of these things kind of fall under that. And so I think this case, I think, needs to get reversed if they're going to follow up with what they have said they were going to do during the first days of the Trump administration. Maybe I'm missing something, but the AML policy set for cryptocurrency, the KYC policy set for cryptocurrency, all of those things were reversed or announced to be reversed. So I think it needs to be thrown out the window. I think this is bullshit, personally, but I'd like to hear what you think. Let's go ahead and talk about this. I want to give a shout out to iMineBlocks real quick. He is developing a solo Bitcoin miner in your web browser. And this was inspired by the rise of tiny Bitcoin mining hardware. Now, obviously, I know you're going to come at me and be like, but those things have way more hash rate. And this isn't even close to what an ASIC does on your CPU. Bro, if you're buying a mini ASIC, you're already gambling. You're just decreasing your odds by using a CPU. So why not use a CPU? A CPU can still solve a block. You don't have to pay anybody any money. It costs almost nothing with most CPUs taking under 100 watts. Just chill out. This is a cool project. You can basically gamble with your CPU, pay pennies a day in power, and get to have basically a potential of earning 3 Bitcoin, right? This is really, really cool. I think this project's awesome. The link's down in the description. Go support him. Go support iMineBlocks with this project. I think it's a really neat project, and I think it's going to be really cool in the near future. AML and KYC is pretty standard. USA is higher than other countries. Yeah, but we were talking literally just a little bit ago, the Trump administration was saying they were going to do away with that and allow you to privately transact. So if that's the case, then these rules no longer apply. Sure, it may have applied 5 years ago and last year, but not this year. Monk says, I only filed anything on my taxes this year because it was a loss. And them's the rules. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. If you would like to see more from this particular episode, take a look up here. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support me directly, you can go to sonofatech.locals.com and become a member. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday.